This week is blown by. Shut up. Yeah, well, here we go. All right, well, let's lock in, guys. Obviously, I want to get to your guys' requests, but can you say what your favorite? Oh, that was yesterday. You said Unity is looking good. I'll have to take a look at it. All right. So for this morning, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at these ETFs. Hopefully, everybody is here. Make sure they are. Spy pump and dump today. Uh, we'll see. All right. So let's get down to brass tacks. So today and last night, if you were watching IWM with me, I talked about this little area of compression likely giving us a move overnight. You know, where that obviously the targets to the downside weren't incredible, but it was a potential for us to drop back down underneath a couple of key levels that sellers have been in control of. One of those is obviously 250, and that might be an area that you can watch for a retest if we start climbing back up today. That is a retest level. Also, if reclaimed, it's not like we don't have a punchback opportunity to the upside. And of course, with all the different variables going on in the world right now, and you've got I mean, who fucking knows what's going on with the Iran thing? Because I mean, obviously Trump saying one thing, um, and so news is obviously something that we're expecting, periodically as we move through today and probably the rest of the next couple of weeks. But with that being said, we do have a gap at 250.88. So again, I don't really want my interest is not here. I can say that much. And this is not a box. This is a floor. But I am looking at 247.85. Lost this morning for a leg down to 246.80. Possible 24. And then I'm going to go down here. You can see that pocket of empty space. So it's not an incredible setup. And really, we would be relying on market movement immediately at the bell, kind of selling off. Otherwise, this is technically a candle open in range, and we did not, right? And I repeat, we did not open underneath 250, and we definitely didn't open up above, below 248 or 249. So not a crazy great setup. We would either be relying on some sort of crazy catalyst, but there is enough volume underneath us, obviously, to try and lift price back up. But I think what I'm really interested in seeing, sometimes it's not even what happens intraday that I'm interested in the finish. How do we close? Yesterday was a good indication that we would move overnight with being as compressed as we were. And obviously today is going to be the same thing. And that's at least for IWM. So looking at the Qs, now these ones have a little more taste of hope, I guess, if you will. Now, on the 24-hour, you are still technically in range. I like how much we've fallen overnight. That 580 target that I talked about yesterday has been hit. So, all things considered, not bad. If you go to the hourly here, you'll find that we are struggling to hang on to that 581 floor, right? And I can tell you I can tell myself with absolute certainty that if you are looking for upside today, that's going to be 583.67, right? Gap fill 586.14. Good pocket of empty space, no brainer. That would be a place where you could look for a possible trade to the upside today. So that's your trigger up. And of course, you can do your due diligence and check out that box or range here on the 15-minute at 583. So not a bad setup, right? But if you did swing this overnight, this is profit taking area. I do have 580.39 that again we fucking pinpoint dropped right off of. Um, any continuation to the downside, and I would have 578, 60, and 578 flat as two targets to the downside. But if you did swing this one, not bad. Should be able to collect some shekels off of it and head out. Who is Mila? What are these? You need to just put RSVP in big yellow letters on all birthday invitations from now on. I know, but like highlight it. Good God. Today is Ellie's birthday. So, you know, I will tell her. I will tell her. Yeah, we got RSVPs but just so we have an idea of who's coming so I can buy enough food. I bought a giant bounce house. So, trying to get an idea, of where we're at with it. But people are RSVPing hella late. No, no, I'm not actually. That's a crazy question, but no, no Michael Jacksons. Oh, yeah, I saw the one. You see the one with Tom Cruise? Two is like two Tom Cruise impersonators. I was like, damn. Yeah, that's good shit. That's good content, dude. I Yeah. Be like, sorry, we ran out of food. I'll do it. I know. You know I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna buy about 9,000 pizzas, so we'll get there. All right, guys. So if you did swing, I don't know how many of you did, but not bad. Obviously, there's some upside day trading potential here today. Obviously, I would love to see a big nasty twerking drop down to 578.50. One can dream. I don't know without a catalyst if we're going to be able to get it. I also don't know if the market is believing Trump so much when he makes statements about Iran and they want to see proof. So maybe a slow fade, but I think it's very, very clear that 583.80 is a great day trading opportunity right up in there. So knock yourselves out. Buy the kids some fireworks. Peyton stopped me from poppers. Uh, just for the hell of it. All right. Oh yeah, no, I'll probably be on the same page with you there, dude. For sure, I'll probably be on the same page. Um, all right, so we got the cues, we got IWM. Let's take a look at Spy. If you're on TikTok, be sure to tap your screen. So this is curious to me. I'm just throwing this out there, okay? This is just what my gut tells me. Again, we're gonna always focus on the chart. We're gonna always focus on price. But when I see something like this with clear points of contact, all that good shit, it just makes me feel like boing. You know what I mean? Like yeah, they're gonna rip this shit so hard, and it's the only ETF that has that clarity. I don't think I spot it. Okay, maybe I do spot it on cues. Let's take a look. So again, these are not the law, and they don't dictate every decision that I make. But okay, so I mean, that is control. You're nowhere near the same area as you are with Spy. So yeah, you could really just say that Spy individually, um, and take this with a grain of salt. But 1 2 1 2, nice consolidation. Trump comes out, says, "Me and Ayatollah, we kissed, and there's oil everywhere." And now he was, I couldn't stop. He was so hot. But I'm sorry. But yeah. But round two. Round two. But yeah. So again, is it technically sound? Yes, there is a punchback, break over 622. There is empty space that could fuel this instrument, but it is only purely speculative. And obviously, if the channel falls, take it with a grain of salt. Okay. All right. So SPY, QQQ, IWM. IWM obviously not. We don't really have that same vibe uh as man, this thing is a mess, dude. IWM is a mess. That is for sure. That is where we are trading right now. Wow, look at that weekly candle. It's crazy stuff. All right. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. I mean, usually one is lagging, right? So if Qs have ripped and IWM hasn't, you can look at Qs to take a trade, that kind of stuff. So yes, most of the time we're moving in as a whole. So that's something, maybe one ETF is not hanging out, the same way. But yeah. Now, real quick, did anybody swing why did you throw me in general chat? I didn't throw you in there. What are you talking about? IWM is window looking today. Fair. Did anybody swing Tesla short yesterday? Just curious. Not Astro. Definitely not Astro. This could be I'm probably gonna take a. You got to be ready. You got to decide that this is the one. I'm probably gonna take a bounce trade. Can anybody who took the workshop that hasn't been in here for more than a year tell me why I might want to take a bounce trade on Tesla here at the bell? Anybody? 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 Why? Why? Oh, you've been here for longer than that. Consolidated cost basis. It is just sitting at cost basis. And what's up above it? Wait, who? Who? Yeah, who? Say that one more time. Okay. Okay, now it just sound way worse. Um, so yes, there is a gap, right? And there is empty space in pre-market. So over this itty bitty wick, right? Obviously, if I can find a better entry, I'm looking at the 30-minute, maybe something like that right there at 381.44. I can look for a pop up, trim around 380, 380, and this is a scalp. Yes, I'm planning on scalping, but 385 right up at the bell is where I would likely be looking at taking this one to the upside. So I like it sitting at cost basis. You're welcome. Um, of course. God. I mean, I mean, to me, dude, I feel very strongly about the 389.50 floor. In fact, I was kind of surprised that we wicked into it yesterday like we did, but we filled up empty space, so it makes sense. But if you see, like, let's just let's dream here together, little dream. Nothing like two bros dreaming together. But let's just, yeah, maybe. But you've got the possibility for today, if again we're looking at cost basis down below, giving us a potential bounce and maybe a gap fill. If and I don't think it happens today, but if price reclaimed strongly 389, right? Iran, that shit fizzles out. I have no doubts that if you are outside of 407, that those targets would likely be hit because I mean, again, without being blinded by my bearishness, there are a couple of very very, and to me they're clear, even though the chart isn't necessarily like clarity walking. You've got a 398.80 cost basis, right, directly up above us on the 24-hour time frame. You've also got a top, which is 407.89, which would also be a ranges 50% mark. And so it would really be 415 and 420, blaze it. That's where I think things start really picking up because you got to envision, right? Something looking kind of like this, and how difficult, at some point, it's difficult to push price back down in a certain direction when price is moving like that, right? So if we have candles pushing up like this, then I mean, for a long call, I'm aiming for the gap at 473. Again, and this is assuming, not assuming, but this is also playing into the hands, I believe, of the channel that we identified. Look at that. Oh, crispy. Right? So there is some channel work at play. Now, I've also watched Tesla build channels and destroy them really quickly. I think it was over here, possibly, that this one I couldn't even muster the bounce. So if the environment's not right, then the channel's not going to work. But yeah, I mean, just key level wise, that's what I'd be looking at out of Tesla. So I dream of. All right, the chat's going crazy here this morning again. It's too early for this, guys. All right. Now, if you guys have anything you would love for me to enjoy for me to take a look at, Turkey Central Bank gold reserves see weekly drop. Biggest weekly drop since August 2018. Sell about 22 tons last week. Sheesh. I believe so. Escalation looms in. Trump threatens to intensify the conflict as Iran rejects peace talks. Everything is okay. You know what? No, no, you're okay. Thank you for that. You know what though? The self awareness though, A plus. I do that shit all the time. I'm like, damn, why did I say that? Oh, dude, I know when I can't get mad at people for that. My wife's mad at me right now, probably. That's the only solution. I disagree with that. Yo, I love how he said, I disagree with that. I disagree with that is amazing. I'd like to debate that. All right, so let's take a look at some stocks here. If you got anything you want me to take a look at, Trump plans wage hike for H1 B or H1B employers in new rule. Okay, cool. AMD still good to the upside. I knew there was going to be a fucking retest this morning, and it could end up playing out in your favor considering the fact that you do have a gap above you, right? So again, we typically look at the red candles to our left. Now it's not super clear as to where those are going to be landing, right? That's okay. 4 hour time frame. A little bit more clarity. Now, again, I'm gonna try to be a little bit. Now, the candle close is right there, right? Not so much over here, but it is right there. So we'll focus on that. You are green, and this could be a candidate for a potential bounce trade. And as I move down to the 30-minute, I think that becomes more and more clear. It also appears to possibly have a nice, sweet little cute channel here. So you could buy. Yeah, we might have a little bit of a choppy day here if we don't end up flushing. So I would look for AMD above 217.18, or if you're feeling froggy, 216.65, and yeah, shoot up into that empty space. Pay attention to mark out your floors. Don't be blind. But 217.18 is going to be where that reclaim level. So any ooga boogas. Yeah, the Discord's good to go. Discord is good to go. Okay. Now Hims downside $19, $18 puts next week. So what is this, right? 19 $18 puts next week. So what is this, right? See that candle right there? That candle's gonna knock. That tells you that they gave sellers a taste and they yanked it right back up, right? And that's difficult for them to recover. Now, as I move down here to the 15 minutes clean as shit. Let's go to the 24-hour. So again, no disagreement on potential continuation with empty space underneath you. You know, it might be important to kind of measure out how much of this candle you've actually wiped out. Um, but any good downtrend is not going to have or be without its retest. So I think the way that you should deal, or rather look at this one, is on the 15-minute, where price is consolidated extremely clear. 2060 is the bot or the top. Also, those wicks right here, those are important. That's 2057. But ultimately, I mean, you'd like to see price moving up here and reclaiming that floor up above you. I mean, one could probably might be able to grab an entry going up into there around 2050. But ultimately, you know, it's a retest and failure. So truthfully, and this is always true, it's good to remember, guys, before you go down, you are always going to go up first. Peyton, if you don't stop, Peyton's sitting by my desk just mocking me right now. She's just mouthing words and go. Yeah, she's like, go down. Oh my God. You're sick. I have to deal with this all day from the Discord and TikTok. Look at the comments this morning already. They can play along. She knows her man looking good and can't look away. Donald Trump West. Oh my God. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I almost read that out loud. Yeah, what's up, boss? Ah! Yeah, yeah, it only matters now that Jorge said something. You know, now that Jorge's given me the sign of approval, I can take him off now. Like he said, don't ever take those off. I just don't wear earrings all the time, man. I thought I'd freshen it up a little bit, you know. Thought about greasing my hair this morning, you know, combing it flat, get all aerodynamic for the chat. You said my guy. All right, so that's him. So let's take a look at Lily. That's cool. Okay, so Lily refusing the 293.50 level. That's great for possible continuation. So between that floor and that wick, you are consolidating. Wow, that is money. You could play that anyway. You could play that any kind of way. You could play it up, play it down, play it all around. You could ask it out to a nice seafood dinner and then never talk to it again. Um, Kittle, obviously, and I would, you know, preference would be maybe another bounce, you know, off the floor so you could grab a better floor bounce. But yeah, there is a retracement and empty space up above you. I'd split that in half. I would look at that previous range. This oftentimes will be a great help. And also, yeah, so 952 almost on the dot. So literally from here to here is a retracement that and you can actually do that quite often, utilizing the skeleton of a box. So Potter, I just shorted Bitcoin from 71.6 yesterday. Just closed out for 3.7K profit. Damn, bro. Get you some ice, dude. Get you some big diamond earrings. You texted me? Okay. If we get a moment today, I want to talk about how they're watering down the gas. I just filled up 5 days ago and we haven't driven hardly anywhere, and that shit's on E. I like was in shock. I was like, what the fuck? I actually really like. I really, 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 really like the fact that whenever a stock gets this clean, it's just. I mean, that's that's all me. I love that. So I think this just makes your trading way easier. You have a cleaner, yeah. You got a cleaner 924 or 31 above you. So it looks good. They are very expensive. Yeah, I bought one contract I think for $2,500. I made like 1,500 bucks off of it, but I felt out of place. I'll just put it that way. So NKTR down. All right, buddy. Okay. Hey, let me get some of that. Let me get some of that diet electricity. Listen, he's manifesting a positive destiny right now, you know. Oh my god. He does. He does. There's never been a more dedicated individual, you know, to Tesla. I think I should write a letter to Elon personally. Be like, dude, it's gonna, dude. If I knew that I had if I knew I had an employee who never left out an opportunity to insert, you know, like a little ad send for Tesla, dude, you're getting a triple raise. You get to sit on my lap. I would let if no, I serious. If I was Elon Musk, we would sit in a Model X together, put it on full self driving, and I'd let you sit in my lap. That's as but that's me as Elon Musk. That's not how I feel at all. I would never let you do that. But if I was Elon Musk right now, come have a seat, buddy. All right. All right. I do think this is short. Magic. I was thinking that entire time. I promise. I do think this is short. This is definitely something you could be looking at legging down. Now the levels are you got chop water here for sure. Um, but is there a sign up sheet for that? Yeah, somewhere like that. Something like that. But I think that what really matters here the most is stop loss. And for me, I think 70/40 would be a great place to do that. You don't have like incredibly clean structure here, but I would look at 6750 braking to continue your journey to the downside. So CRWV back up. Good empty space. So nice identification on that Blake. I called him Blink. That's your new name, Blink. All right. Blink 182. I know somebody thought that just now. I think this is pretty simple. 88.30. You have a great retest level at 85.19 and a gap to fill. You'd like to see that gap get filled and hold, not immediately reject and get yanked back down. By the way, if anybody's watching UNH, watch UNH over 270.50. There is a shot up to 277, 273.55 if anybody is interested in that one. So in order to get this done, yeah, you're going to need to gap fill and you're going to need to secure a candle close on the higher time frame above 88.45, plain and simple. And that's a great setup, but you need, obviously we need confirmation on that one. So, all right, Unity software, upside. Something about that makes me nauseous. How far out would I go on an upside Tesla contract? Probably July. If it depends on what you're looking for, you know, July, June, maybe. If you're looking all the way up to the tippy top, you know, up to the 470, I think I said it. Yeah, I think was the target I said. Then I would have something. You need time. And while Tesla usually, you know, when it gets moving and what it chooses its direction, it fucking moves. So I mean, you have the opportunity to add shorter expiration. Damn, shorter expiration contracts, but um, I'm not sure how I feel about this one, man. It's kind of unusual. So I mean, like, and everything is really is based on 4 hour setup, a 4 hour setup. Now I'm okay. So let's look at it this way, actually. So here's my hope. Okay, Blake, I would really, really like to see 1713 hit. If that occurs, then yes, you could be looking at a bounce topside and just, you know, could be rocky. You see this right here. But if you get a good bounce trade on that one, yes, aim for the top and then possibly up and out to 23. So it's not bad. front running a little bit, but yeah. Well, I check USO. Maybe they slept on it. Holy shit. What the fuck, Astro? Just say it. Oh, what the movie really does that? I can't remember what it is. Say it. It filled up. It's empty. So I don't know what happened on ARM. If I'm being 100% honest with you, I didn't see the news on that one. But damn, what's up, brother? Oh, wait, did that do the thing? It did the thing. It did the fucking thing, man. Damn, I'm sick with it. Look at that shit. Dude, if I could just be the one who makes the how do you become the person who places bets like new bets on Kalashi? Like just guessing the price of shit? Like that would be fire. Did I get a new coffee cup? No. That's not what I'm talking about. So yes, obviously with the channel work that we have in front of us, right? With the floor support, I'm just making sure I'm touching everything. I want to touch it all. And then you are at the 50% mark of the entirety of that range. You've got nothing but empty space up above you. Let's go to the 2 hour. Let's check on what we're talking about. Delete all that shit because it gets real nasty. Now we want to see a floor over to our left. That's what you're going to need to reclaim. You've got beautiful empty space up above you naturally. And you've got a floor at 421.42. So how does that get there? 1 hour. Okay. So the target has re-solidified itself at 422, and we can add a secondary target at 429. 30-minute time frame. Okay, first target on the 30-minute time frame is going to adjust to 416.75. Second target's going to adjust here to 423.34. And then third target, because lower time frames are going to have more turbulence, 429. Now we're getting closer. All right, it's starting to clear up. All right, I think I got it now. So, floor, ceiling, box it up, floor, ceiling, box it up. It's not a box, it is a range. I could see an entry on the 5 minute here. Obviously, if you can risk it for the biscuit, right? That's a little, it's a good stop loss. Good candle close here to your left. And then you could look for a break and hold over 412.34 for a shot up to that 416. And obviously, with this being mostly empty space, 421, right? But naturally 422, which is again piggybacking off of this level here. And I would actually leave that there because clearly if that wick is responding like that, that's a retest level. So yeah, there is again a setup to potentially bounce. It partners with Synopsys. Oh, well, fuck. There it goes. Sorry about that. I just bought 100 million shares. Uh, they took our trade. They took our trade. Well, you are in range, right? This is a candle open on the inside. Now, let's do a little experiment here, folks. This is where, listen, take your shoes off because your toes might pop off the tops because this is where shit gets real juicy, okay? Now, on average, we're not always consolidating like this, all right? That's just plain and simple. On average, we're consolidating like this, and Netflix moves. And you can kind of see that across the board, like this, move, like that. And obviously we get a move to the downside. Same thing here. And I'm just looking at the time, date, and range, that we're obviously And this is a good practice. So I've done this many times to make money on certain stocks to kind of get an idea of how long or what's the average, right? Candles that we're looking at consolidating. It looks like 6 bars or 11 days is about the standard. Look at that. Beautiful. So that lines up perfectly. That lines up perfectly. This one definitely goes over by double. But let's keep going, right? So pretty perfect. A little bit soon. Let's see here. Anything else that looks about the same? That looks about the same, and you pop down, retest, and then dump. That's about the same. So it's on that average, right? And this is something that you can totally go and do yourself on any stock that you're trading to get an idea of when price breaks. Now, last experiment here. Come here, where you at? There you are. Come over here. Come here, buddy. So in the last session, right? You can't make this shit up. It's right in front of your eyes. So you guys see this here on TikTok? Beautiful. YouTube. So let's do the same thing. There could be a Friday move or perhaps a Monday move. Now, I, just by doing that, would not come to a solid conclusion that we cannot move, right? I would obviously encapsulate. I would mark out what is above, right? And what is below, which is fucking that old cost basis. And then I would dive down, right, to kind of get an idea of what's going to happen. Now, when I look at this, it kind of does appear relatively clear that price could pop over 92.50 and rebound back up to 93 to keep that candle in range, right? This is a real possibility. So you could keep that candle in range and be chopping in here to complete that 24-hour consolidation, where then you could start looking for a more tangible target or solid breakout. Now, again, to the upside, that's a formidable amount of volume above you. So you're going to need a formidable amount of consolidation or news or momentum to break through it or to move to the upside. One could also look at this, and if you fail today to continue moving any higher, that would put 2 off the top and multiple off the bottom, which would have you leaning more to the downside with a target of around $89. So, and that's it. Listen, the only thing left to do on this chart is, make sure you have your entry, your exit on a higher time frame or a lower time frame, and that's it. So, I mean, it's a good chart. Just needs now upside. Maybe a little bit less partial to. However, I do see a 107 target, 103.60 target if, and yes, this is literally just if, we can punch through this box directly up above us. So I'd get interested at 89 if you double bounce there. Yeah, you double bounce there. All right, ABBV down. What you dreaming about, Rogue? Three rejections off the top on the hourly for ABBV. Some mysterious ass jazz right here, dude. This is Persian jazz from Persia. Yeah, give me a second. I'll take a look at that. Yeah, Iranian jazz. Yeah. All right. So on the weekly, and I'm just being honest here. I'm not. I do see a clear floor up above you, which is always nice to on the weekly anyway to retest. And here, you're mostly just tapping off of this wick. So I would just kind of box this one up like that, and it might not be even be complete when it comes to that box building. But if you were going to contemplate on taking it, front running it, I would say 205 because you want to avoid trying to take it at the low and then getting bounced on. It has a great opportunity to the upside, but it is above 209, and I would just not overcomplicate this setup at all because of that reason alone. You got empty space up above. Now, yes, to the downside, you have that 195 target, but it's going to be a follow through and drop below that floor. Now, let's look at the 4 hour really quick. 200, yeah. 278. Google. I feeling tried and true. I see 285. Yeah, 285 flat. You look at it bounce it, is that what you said? Oh yeah, I saw that. That's fucking shekels for them, so yeah. Yeah, they are. Russia does not have any free capacity to produce more fertilizer now. That's not good. We get a bunch of potash from them. I'm funding the first. Alex, shut the front door, please. Uh, I gotta read this to you guys. This is fucking gold. Barclays says keep buying despite market fears. Stocks have struggled this month with S&P down 4.52% amid the US-Iran war, rising oil prices, and persistent inflation. But Barclays says investors should stay invested. Okay, exit liquidity. Investors flee to cash as uncertainty surges. Investors are shifting back to cash in a move reminiscent of 2022, according to JP Morgan, as geopolitical tensions and policy risk rise. They've been pulling out of equities, bonds. Yeah, since the Iran war began. Damn, that's fucking crazy. Makes sense, though. What's up? Yes. Uh-huh. Probably just 5 minute orb usually is what I'll use. I mean the orb typically stays the same, throughout, but a candle close outside of it, uh, probably five off of the open, you know. Yeah, 5 minute would probably be my orb. I typically my when I take orb trades, right? Orb just means that opening range breakout or the top of that range is a trigger for me. So if price bounces off of something, reclaims that, I'll try to utilize that as an entry. So yeah, you got it. Damn, my neck hurts. Woke up this morning, I felt like I in a WWE match. Shit hurt. Yeah, I saw your question. Sorry. Honest question: since we're in recession, early depression, is stock content being heavily pushed? Uh, I mean, maybe I don't really pay attention to like that kind of news, so I can't. The fact that Barclays is saying stay invested is kind of funny. Um, but yeah, during bear markets they will try and place buy targets on or upgrade different stocks and raise the volume for exit liquidity. So Ocean Man. Yeah, market pressure is rising. I have a yeah, of course. Yeah, I have a portfolio. I'm planning on doing a newsletter on that, but I just felt the environment wasn't correct on it. But just right now, obviously, I'm not. I'm literally well, yeah, yes and no. Obviously, if I'm expecting more downside, then putting stocks on the radar is my plan, because I've been moving into cash, as a lot of either a plays that like Elf obviously didn't work out to the extent that I was hoping it would, so I've been moving into cash as much as possible. uh I guess that article's kind of about me. um I've been watching for a few months now. Thank you for answering. You seem like a good guy. Oh, ding ding ding. Yeah, oh shit. Damn, y'all, just let me go like that. Just let me do that. No, 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 no. I meant to do that differently. So I just need to make 1,500 bucks on this funded. Oh my god, that was easy.
What you're doing funded again?
I've been doing this whole time. Yes, of course. Oh yeah, a Vegemite sandwich. Yeah,
What broker or which
just
fund?
top step until I fund my own account. It's pretty fun. I was trading the, I traded, dude. The 30-second chart is goaded. I don't care. I mean, if you're scalping with big size, I caught a couple disgusting. I just caught one. Tesla.
Did, have you ever tried trading silver on futures? You can lose your account in like a second.
Never traded futures, silver futures. No, I haven't.
Yeah. It's $25 a pop, and the spreads are like way too far apart. So when you get in, you're usually down like $300 from the get go.
Yeah. Tesla wicked off of that first green candle over to her left. 583.34. IWM wicked up to hit that pre-market high, has pulled itself back down, retesting the top of this area at 429. Obviously, if anything, lost underneath that at 248.75. Sorry, I did a little dyslexia here. Bounce. fucking bounce. Tesla is building. I'm watching Tesla and IWM, my friend. IWM hasn't triggered anything for me, but Tesla is. Price is trying to retrace back through that candle here. Tesla no candle close outside of 392 on that 5 minute time frame.
If we break like 577, is that too low?
577 on what?
Huge.
Hold on one second. 577. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Iran's Tasnim, whatever news agency citing source with knowledge, Iran has officially responded to the U.S. 15-point proposal. Tesla is making new lows. If anybody swung Tesla short, I know I talked about this one yesterday. If this one continues to break down, it did pop up. It did hit that overhead 383.40, which was that trigger to possibly move up into that empty space and failed. I find that pretty interesting. IWM's just sitting here ominously. Lift up. Dude, that thing has hot dog water volume, dude. It's a great box, but hot dog water volume, bro.
That being said, I've got my highest percentages on that. So my volume slips in.
Yeah.
The contract for cheap report.
Trump is the GOAT for manipulating the market. It just makes for crazy returns if you get him before. That's a sheepish mentality. Kind of selfish. I enjoy the gains too, but I would rather not have our fucking president doing it. It feels like we're in a fucking movie that I've seen before. Highest office in the fucking world. Yeah, our president. He manipulates shit for us. We love it. Nah. Oh my god, I don't think I've ever... Dude, this is one of the most hot dog water opens I've seen in the last couple of months.
Yesterday was the same. The first 10-minute candle closed for good.
I don't know. Sellers are in control right now off that 249.61. What do they have to lose? These are questions you want to ask yourself now. That's 248.76 would be first, but obviously we have a solid play to the upside potentially. If we can break this shit. Oh my god, this consolidation is nuts. I saw that one this morning. It didn't look, oh, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I mentioned that one this morning. If anybody wanted to take that one, Yeah, you're too damn. You already hit 271 and everything. What does what mean? What does what mean? About time I found the real page. So many imposters. Yeah, I know. Yeah, nonstop chaos is not worth the gains. That's actually literally the same thinking that fucking rich people, like mega rich people, they're like, oh, if I can profit off of like chaos or, you know, might as well. Yeah, I'm about to read this. So, Iran has formally responded to the U.S. proposal, intermediaries, and is awaiting reply. Tehran's conditions include to end hostilities, guarantee the war won't resume, clear reparations, and ceasefire across all fronts and allied groups. It is also insists its control over the Strait of Hormuz is a legal right and a safeguard for any agreement. The source added that Iran distrusts U.S. intentions, calling the negotiation a deception aimed at shaping global opinion, keeping oil prices low, and buying time for potential further military action.
Facts.
Look at the fucking choppy ass. Yeah, send in Baron's lanky ass. He'll do it. Dude, look at this down here on the one, guys. Look at this build.
You want to see Drewski's latest skit?
I did, dude. That shit was fucking hilarious, dude.
Yeah, that's wild. I just watched it a while ago.
Am I in? On what? On this? Hell no. No, I have some swing trades I'm still hanging on to right now, but trapped. Trapped. Wow, Tesla is oh my god, the long wicks on both sides. That's rare. Oh my god, dude, you're touching everything. I don't think I've seen the market bunch up like this in a long time. Yeah, just a moment. Patience, guys. It's got to get outside of that overhead here.
Is the market makers going to squeeze all these puts out? Is that what they're doing right now?
It might. I mean, they got it. They're pushing it right now. I'm watching on the 30-second. They're pushing this right here. It's going to be clearing 249.75. That'll give us access to 250.25 and 250 some change. There we go. Dawn to you. All right, you must maintain this candle close outside of your pre-market high right here. How the fuck did that happen? Holy fuck.
Have you seen the, I guess, I don't think it's called indicator. It's an indicator on the trading view. It's called the Fed of Noise.
No, I've never seen that before in my life. All right, can someone explain this to me again? If I've made $1,500, right? That's or on the basic account, I should leave it at that, right? I shouldn't try to make more money.
1530 is the max you can do. There's a like a little bit of wiggle room.
Okay, I need to take a losing trade then.
What are you at?
1650. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. You want to stay under 1530.
Okay. But I'm still in. Dude, I'm double teaming this options and features. This is nuts. Oh, disgusting. Touch it. Touch it. Touch it. Touch it. Touchy. Good job, Blake. Uh, I mean, if we reject really hard, that could be a real thing.
Yeah, 1530.
Hold on a second. Give me a pullback right here. Nice. Nice. Good whip on Tesla. It already touched that 383. So here's the deal. This is what we're up against. Perfect. Exactly what we want to see. Nice. And then I just have this floor right here. Andromeda. Yeah, we're sitting here. Looks like it's trying to grab hold of the floor right now. That is the empty space that I usually look for. Yes. That right there is a perfect example, and yeah, it's also a gap. They both can be true at the same time. What big eyes I have? Thank you. All the better for seeing this money with.
I don't like the way that sounded.
I don't know. I don't know how if I like the way it felt. If I'm being honest with you. All right, I'd like to see a little pullback here. Just like that, right there. Give me that. Focused. I'm locked in right now. Good luck with trading. No luck needed, my boy. We got to pull back. Yeah, we just pulled back to the first red candle over here to your left. You tapped off of it, so if you lose that, right, one could look at a short. Again, I'm talking in scalping sense, so. We'll be back to pick it up on Saturday. Okay, NQ has 583.90 still. Tesla's building. Yeah, random. I'm actually still holding a little bit of it. Price is still fighting that overhead. Candle is pretty extremely, or very, very strong here. This top step. Good build on the floor. It is trying to hang on to the floor, yeah. Let me turn this music. Good God. All right, price is pulling a little bit. Nice. Okay, price has been retesting this level over and over and over again. Iran calls negotiations claim merely deception. Okay, same. What of the cool? I'm watching the cues right now, guys. Yeah, cues look good.
CRM is looked like it could push out of their area at 190. It's close. It's struggling.
We got a good candle close on IWM outside of 251. Watch a red candle tap that if it's going to pause here. One you love. What's the song name? This is Orange County by the Gorillaz. Uh, 585 on the cues if we can rip through here. IWM already got it done. Now it seems like they're trying to catch a slow fade on it. 30-minute. Yeah. You still got so much to retest though. 250, 60. Nice candle open underneath that box this time. Okay, you can go off that. Getting a little heavy here in this box. It's happening all around me. Around. What are we doing here? Look at this weird this range right here. That 50% mark of the range, you just keep tapping it. Yeah, you're holding it still. You're watching a baby box be born. Why are we?
On IWM, this resistance is insignificant on the 24 back. Is that why it's
This is the bottom. This is the bottom of your 24-hour candle. Yes.
double diets adequately injured?
1 second. Hold on. Damn. Cost basis again. Fuck. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 times bouncing there. Nice. Retest right here. There it is. Fuck, look at that retest. God, oh boy. Ooh, damn, I just caught a fucking oh my god, that was the easiest trade. Oh, I made more money on my futures. I shouldn't have done that, dude. I couldn't help it. I took that trade on futures. Now I gotta lose more money. I got lost in the sauce. I got lost in the sauce. I told you about the sauce, dude. That was fucking sweet, dude. How's this punchback? Sweet. 30-second punchback. Diabolical. Up into a 24-hour high. Which one wins? The 30-second punchback or the 24-hour floor? Best you can. You try that. I just got an alert on AIR. Ah! Looking at you. Air Sculpt. Yeah, this dude brought this shit up yesterday. I kind of thought it was kind of freaky. I don't know what the hell they are. I need to do some analysis on this one. I take Venmo if you have too much. Roger, I got it. Can you check out Zoom up? Yeah, give me a moment. This is kind of everything that we talked about, guys. It's a beautiful thing knowing that price is in range and likely going to have a difficult time getting out of it. Period. So be patient. For those of you guys who are looking for those upside continuation plays, it happens when the ranges are broken. So just FYI. What's my favorite heartbeat? Uh, alive. Just preferable. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, the workshop and yearly are still discounted. So, but that goes away today. It's supposed to go away yesterday, but I got sleepy. Dude, there is no spoon. I am sorry about that, man. I'm about to boot his ass out of here. And I've known him for 7 years, dude. Let me go tell. Fucking child. God, I hate that guy. Why do you gotta do this to us? Just crashing out real quick. Sellers are not letting it happen. On that, sorry, I'm looking at the 30 or the 1 minute 30 second right now. Obviously 1 minute is probably a little better. Bounce. Yeah, still nothing yet. Hold on. 250.50 is the loss right here. You got 2 off the top. You got 2 off the bottom. Be patient here. The next move is coming. Look at that bounce, baby. High on information. You blow your account, Pumbaa. Brother, you're taking trades in range. If you're blowing your accounts right now, guys, you're not waiting for consolidation to happen. That's a great way to get faded. No, 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 no. I think they're going to try to push this one out, but if they fail, wow. I mean, that's the one thing against prop firms that I have, man, is they make it difficult on purpose. I mean, you know what I actually noticed is there is a direct there. I don't know why, but TradingView is so much cleaner. Patience here, guys. Patience. That's all you have to do. All you have to do is sit on your hands. Now, if your hands start gripping, that's weird. But if you can just sit on your hands. Okay, prices. Ooh, damn. Okay. That's 3 rejections off the top. Good freaking heavens. They're trying to hold the median right here. No, I'm looking to maybe take a trade here, but this is the kind of consolidation that you should come to expect when you run into a larger, higher time frame area of consolidation. Price is going to move down, try to retest the things that it built to get here, which you've done, and now you're trying to secure price. Look, do you see them? They are actively trying to hold price up above this. So whether or not it has 3 rejections is irrelevant until the rejections actually accomplish something. I'm just letting it twerk. Let it work. Y'all getting all wrapped up in this. Don't do it. Let it twerk. All right, we're coming off of the 3 rejections now. Moving to the floor. Let's see if we clear it. It's moving down pretty quickly, so again, I'm just narrating. Not all of this narration is going to apply to everybody. Bounce. All right, so now we can go ahead and lay down the box right there and assume that above 250.92, you're going to try it again. What are you waiting for? Add NVIDIA. I will. If you see me trading NVIDIA, dude, I've lost my mind. I'm not an NVIDIA trader. I hate the way that it trades, man. Like, you look at it right here, like, yeah, there's pre-market action, but like, look how wiki this shit is. It is fake out city. It's just never clean, and it makes sense because it's in the world's largest, not really, but it's in a massive weekly area of consolidation, 24-hour area of consolidation, and trading in range. I right, still in there, guys. Feel like there might be something brewing here. This is now going to be the fourth time at an attempted breakout here. All right, that was easy. Now, if you break out and you do not keep ripping ass, that's a problem. Yeah, if you're trading futures right now, this is, yeah, you can make money off of it. But if you're trading options right now, better have a great average. I would actually, I don't know why. I have it on the 1 minute like that, but that was just a simple punchback right there. So
I made a quick 130% on UNH.
oh, dude, I'm glad you were able to catch that, man. Yeah, that was it. Let me take a look back at that. Is that still? Oh, beautiful, dude. Beautiful. Yeah, that was a good setup. Good empty space. You filled it right up. Yeah, nice job, guys. Fuck yeah, actually. That's money, dude. Now, I am super curious. You just popped out of that box and you go right back into standstill. Now you get the explosive price action that we come to expect, right? But now pull back, tap, tap in the wicks. You got the bodies right here. Tap. There it is. I don't care if you go down a little bit further right here. That's fine. But you tap. There it is. Can I see your 1 hour box? Do you only play a handful of names most of the time? I'm all over the place, bro. I do not stick with one thing because my setup occurs and then it passes, and then when it's done, I typically leave that stock for ages. I don't pay attention to it after that. My goal, and I think Celsius is probably one of the better examples of why, in a sense, not to say that it's untradeable afterwards, but I took a trade from here to here and I was done with it because my goal is to take trades out of consolidation and through empty space. And when that's done, so am I. And even in here, you look at the lower time frame, and this price action wasn't really super tradable. IWM's pulling back. Profitable philosophy. I'm running with the buffalo, bro. I grab the cash and I move my ass. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I do have a couple of toxic traits. If you ever catch me trading meta, there might be something going on in life. If you see me trading meta for more than 1 or 2 days in a row, something's happening. Speaking of, oh my God. Fuck you, Zuck. Oh man, I took a short right here, guys. Could have done it better. All right, let's see. IWM. For some reason, I meta and me like it just twists my head around, and I'm not, I'm not ashamed of it. I know, I know what it is. Yeah, I also don't get attached to, I could care less if any of these companies, they don't care about me. I don't care about them. So I'm here to take your cash and I'm here to move that ass. Senior Iranian official to Reuters, diplomacy has not stopped, and if realism prevails in Washington, he said realism prevails in Washington. That's pretty good. A path forward may still be found. FYI, Potter Sox Trading is reloading your exact videos and trying to steal views. Yeah, yeah, I know. I'm unfortunately well aware. All right, this is where we find out, everybody, whether you got the opportunity to come back down, right? So it'd be popping outside of that overhead, and that's where price can resume its try to resume its journey back up. Here and here are going to be those 2 points once they're surpassed. Otherwise, right, we're stuck in, and we're moving slow, everybody. I kind of expect for them to hit us with some fucking news here. This is similar to the price action that we saw. So let me explain a theory to you guys, and you can tell me if this makes sense. I think that institutions, right, again, big money, keeps things in range on like days like yesterday when they, so you'll have a stock sitting in range and empty space and clarity, right? And you can almost look at it and say, well, damn, that definitely could use some news, right? SMCI being one of those. And you look at how price action moved last night, and of course, or consolidated last night, and obviously that broke. So when there is a lack of any catalyst, but they know a catalyst is coming, they have the opportunity to act the same, right? They know it's going to move. They have control over that, and they can usher price in the direction that they need to. Fuck you. Um, in order to, not you, sorry, it sounds like I have Tourette's. Yeah, good bounce. Yeah, yeah. You handled that situation very calmly. I don't know. Are you talking about the one in free chat? Yeah, if anybody ever has any issues with somebody saying some shit that's out of pocket to them for no reason at all that you can tell is, please let me know. I've known that dude has been with me, by the way, since I started this shit. And I just banned the fuck out of him because if you're not, I mean, he's not even doing anything useful in here. And God, does he piss me off. Fuck, he pisses me off. One apple a day. Holy shit. Keeps the gains at bay. Damn. Here. That bad boy over 256.75. Looks like we got some IWM potential continuation here. We're trying to clear that high of day right now as we speak. What the fuck is this stupid range? Well, I mean, tell me if this makes sense, right? Hold on one second. Hello? Yes, yes. Oh my God. Apple moves in silence. You know, you're not too far off from that, man. Yeah. Q's. See, Q's kind of have me less convinced. Yeah, that's. Mm, mm. The opportunity is there, but you can clearly see that there are, and it's literally right at that level that you're trying to push off of. Enthusiasm is low. Listen, this is the time, and it's not like we didn't talk about this, right? This so let me again describe the situation to you. You are currently trying to move through a entire what and damn near 2 days of consolidation, right? And you're also trying to do that with everything happening in the world right now. So imagine trying to convince buyers that everything is okay, right? By releasing some bullshit article about how it's still or Barclays saying that you should still be investing, right? Which is them trying to, again, can gain create confidence, I guess, if you will. Um See, that doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Oh, okay, now it does. Never mind. It's that same overhead. It's it kind of giving the illusion that it's moving higher, but it literally is not. So IWM, yes, yeah, it's been doing. But I'm gonna be honest with you. This type of price action is not. I'm not surprised. I guess is really what I'm trying to say. Yep. All we have to do is, again, if you don't like how it's moving, know that, by the end of the day, we have a high, and everything is always higher time frame with us. So like we're looking at maybe a potential punch over, right? But this is, if you're trading the ETFs right now, a very difficult place to trade. Let's see, look at the Qs. The Qs are interesting because, one could be speculating for sure on a move up into the gap. You also have empty space down. We tapped off of 580. Oh, so perfect.
I just touched on 650, but it's about
Okay, you still have a gap at 655. Where's your stop loss on that? Oh, I like any 3-minute candle close outside of 654.60 would be a priority.
on center and
I'm also simultaneously trying to lose money right now.
that's a negative thought, bro. You gotta stop doing it.
I know, but I have IWM calls, and I'm also trying to inverse my. I'm trying to get underneath. I made too much money, so what if I just do a 10 lot? That'd be a fast way, right? Let me try.
So what happens if you earn too much money? Did it just where they at?
I think they beat you up, dude. I'm not actually sure. Oh, it breaks the. It's because it's just, yeah, they want to see consistency, but it's just a way to, you know, manipulate the market, if you will. I, to me, it's just a hurdle that they use to keep people from being profitable because prop firms only exist if people in mass are losing. If half your clients are winning, you're fucked. If a quarter of your clients are winning, you're fucked. You need 5%, maybe. And I'm rough calculating here. Getting heavier. So remember this though, okay? If you are getting frustrated, this leads to bigger moves, right? This compression that you're seeing here. So you play some fire hip hop, brother? Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. I'll take that compliment.
Any puts for like the ETFs for like April 17, but then
No, I'm looking for a re-entry, man. I'm contemplating. I'd like to try to do, I'd like to try to do it to Tesla too.
is that because you just not sure of how it's headed with the wall and stuff. That's what does the deadly plan.
I love this song. Um, I mean, yes, it is a climate thing. You know, I'm looking at how the market's moving at the moment. Um, or rather, it's lack of conviction. But you know, I can have this idea and then not do it. So your background is sick. Oh, thanks, Josh. Appreciate that, man. I've tried to display my Blades of Chaos from God of War, but there's no real good place to hang two giant blades when you have two kids in your house. So this song is a banger, dude. I don't know who this chick is, but she looks like Zendaya. My son has a mad crush. He like my daughter was playing this video and my son was walking and he stopped dead in his tracks, dude. I saw it in his eyes. I was like, uh-oh. All right, maybe I'll go short here to see if I could lose money that way on IWM or RTY. All right, I'm short 3 contracts right now. Yep, bounce, go higher.
That's a thing so you actually don't make money.
I hope not. How old are my kids? 11 and all right, come on. That's not stop. 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 No. Dude, I swear to God, stop. Fuck. I'm trying to lose, man. Yeah, dude. There we go. There we go. Come back up. Don't don't punch down.
Play a strata. Maybe you'll get like 3 money.
You can't do that on with futures. Yeah. I need that curry. Oh. There we go. There we go. Blow me out of the water. That sounded a little sketchy now that I think about it. Yeah, more. More. More.
Oh yeah, right there.
I'm going to go short 10 contracts right now. Okay, well, I just top ticked it. Okay, that's awesome. I'm trying. Troops land tomorrow and then it drops. Why am I trying to lose? I've made too much on this stupid prop firm. Okay. All right. We could just do that too, I guess.
So what happens if you know, over that amount?
I have to make that every day.
So it's
Clear
not
up
one of those
bad.
rich deals where you have to have like the same amount every day, pretty much.
Yeah. I am not profitable because I'm actually slow. I'm pretty sure I might be up there too, brother. So, all right, here it is. Here's my chance to lose my ass. Give it to me. Pause. I gotta stop saying shit. People out here desperate to pass accounts, and Potter is trying to lose money here. Stop! Oh, come on, dude. Dude. Dude, come on. I just made $1,500, dude. What the fuck?
President's talking.
You should have longed the top. Top tick demon. Vinny, you're right, dude. I'm not good at playing. I'm not good at losing money. I'm not trying to lose money. All right, maybe I go add to my short here. Good bounce off of the top of this box over to the left. Okay, that's fine. They get blickies popping. Why would I try and lose? I'm just fucking with the prop firm right now, guys. Before I fund my account, I want to make sure. I mean, this is not a problem on my account. Hey, well, there's your top tick. Hey, but it was an A+ setup for sure.
Well, it's capital stuff. It's capital.
Yo, my cabinets talk to me. Do they talk? Oh, dude, that shit drives me fucking nuts. I cannot. I listen. I don't want to hear that shit about any president, dude. It's like Lord Farquaad is dead ass probably the best example.
Outside of IW.
Stop! All right. All right. All right. That's enough. I've had enough. I've had enough. I'm gonna. All right. Now short off of cost basis.
Even if on the even if it's bounced off that bounced everything, auspices.
Don't come.
It's so tired.
Yeah, come on, Trump. Come get me. Oh, good. Trump, they have to end the shutdown immediately. Otherwise, we'll take more measures. All right. Maybe I shouldn't have gone short. That's enough slices. That's enough slices. This is where you would bounce. So if I go short again with empty space back up above me, but you're going to build a little box right here. Meeting. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Losing money is good. There you go. Hey, mamma mia. Cost basis. Bam. Ha. I'm a fucking loser, dude. Check that out. Yeah, measures is a bully threat, of course. We will take very drastic measures if the shutdown continues. Trump also says we are obliterating Iran. We've completely wiped out Iran. Yeah, they keep saying the same shit. Whoa, hold on. What the fuck? Okay, we're back in the green now. Watch for the potential punch down below these floors here at 250.50. Watch this punch down. Just gonna try to see the floors right here. This is fast as fuck. Fast as fuck, boy. Funded accounts are too fun. That's one of my issues. They're too fun. You can have a fucking blast on them, and that's where it becomes less of like this is my job and I gotta make money to like this is fucking fun, dude. You're gambling. Cost base is still cost basing after you filled that empty space up, leaving it unaccessible for future returns. It's all good news now because we left the taps running for 100 years. Drinking to the drink, plastic cup drink. Drink with the purple, the people, the plastic eating people. They're connected to the moment we began. But wait for a recess. Mike, I appreciate it, man, but I got it. Oh, beautiful punch down. New low. The purple, the people, the plastic eating people. Connected to the moment we began. I want to stay right now as long as we stay below 250.50. Obviously, right now Trump is yapping his mouth hole. Trump not sure we are willing to make a deal. Iran is begging us. They're on their knees. I fit their whole navy in my mouth. Yum yum. Who knows? Who's driving me? Can you imagine Trump on a couple tabs? How do you think that would go? Seeing lots of fractals. My ego is kind of dead. Yeah. The ghost of Netanyahu is yelling at Trump right now. All right, I believe this is 50% of the way. If I'm not mistaken, touchdown would be 249.78 if we can clear all of this. But this is 50% of the way. Let's test it. Oh my god, it's almost like the system works. Okay, so imbalance being retested. I don't like that. Yeah, me. Let's get some Frank in here. I hope not. Old Iranian leaders are dead because they didn't do a deal. That's not funny at all. They said the old Iranian leaders, they're dead because they didn't do deal. Straight up. Yeah, right, dude. I don't know how that man is. Maybe it's the McDonald's preserving him. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's when you try and do like a health kick. Your body's like, wait, hold on, dude. I thought we were ruining. But amazing is, I'm amazed. Put put himself through. Oh, I mean, I feel like that's his playground. You know what I mean? Like he's operated through suing people. Like, you know what? I say the same thing about a friend of mine who's stressed out about money after he just got his not a friend of mine actually, I'll be honest with you. But he got his ex pregnant, and then he got a new chick pregnant, and he already has two kids with another girl, and he's like fried about money. And I'm like, yeah, that sucks. Yeah, you have a lot on your plate. That's all real, but that's your fault. That's your fault. No matter what, you can't take that on anybody else. That's your fault. Responsibility. Yeah, he's also put a lot of people through stuff too as well. I guess when you're in that level, that playground of business, that's what it is. That's life in business, I guess, right? Cutthroat. Yo, what is happening right now? Hold on, hold on. UK aircraft carriers are toys compared to what we have. Oh my god. Sorry. Let's see. Trump said that. U.S. way ahead of schedule for previously announced Iran war timeline in 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah. Good morning. Is your name Vic Turd? Like Victor, but with a turd? I'm not sure what I'm reading here. Iranians are talking to us. 154 Iranian ships have been destroyed. Iran would use nuclear weapons on Israel, other countries in the region. They're not the only ones. Oh, just kidding. Aren't we at the 4-week mark of the war now? Yeah. New lows on IWM here, or trying to. Never mind. Sorry, I take that back. I lied. Me. All right, building a box. 30-second box being built, I believe. I can't believe it. I know it sounds absurd that I'm watching 30-minute, but it's necessary. Or 30-second. The 1 minute's still good. Good bounce. Although not That is actually not as empty as you would. It appears to be. It is empty space though, but it is filled with some. Song name? Wait, are you serious? Kai guy? Right now? Song name? No way. Am I old? I gotta be old. Am I unk? Oh, you're a 2006 baby? Oh, damn. Why do you...
I was like, what?
Come here. You just got back from Target. What are all these boxes, Shouty? You need flat? Oh, you just had to... That's right. You did. You did. You needed them. These are Skechers? Hayden, I can't figure out... Hey, actually, you should sit down and try and help me lose $700. Do you want to help me do that? No, not at Target. Like on... Just click buttons. That's all I... Okay, some sweet... Those are sweet. Victor. 3 months, that's his name. Yeah, been 3 months paper trading, but can't get the confidence to... Dude, take $100. Yeah. Yeah, no, he is paper trading. He can't get the confidence to put real money into the thing. You know what? I know this sounds so... There is something to be said about not giving a fuck and even convincing yourself. Like, if you are within your risk, if you have all of your money in your account, you should give a fuck. But if you don't, oh, that's cute. Nice. What stock do I recommend? That's not it. What setup do I recommend? That's what you need to find. You can, any stock to an extent is this is 3 rejections right here. Let's see if we get a new low or if we bounce off of this again, which possible retest back up to 250.50. Otherwise, next level down is going to be right there, right there, and that's 249.98. Watch this. Let's see if we get it. Wick. Do you want? You little wiener. Next level down technically would be here, 249.59. That was Love you wanting to see her shopping haul. Thank you. I'll take that. Oh, wee. Want to find a little makeup? Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'll pull it up on the screen here. It looks good. This chat was spicy yesterday. Yeah, I have definitely learned more since using real money. Very small account. Yep. You just use a small account, man. Use $100. All right, structure coming in hot. You wanted to. You wanted to. You wanted to. Holy shit on a stick. We are flushing through structure right now. Definitely spice action. Gave him the confidence for today's trade. My cheeks hurt after last. All right, never mind. You know what? That's it. Nope. No, I gotta stop. I meant my face cheeks. There's got to be. Can we get different words for your face cheeks and your butt cheeks? There's got to be two different words. They can't be the same thing. Because my face cheeks were sore, butt cheeks fine. Also, nice job tap there on IWM. I suffered suicide.
I go into a retest here on keys, man. 1283.
Yeah, look at this. Is anybody in the queues? Short or long or?
The contracts, yeah, they're really dropping.
Nice.
I had 579 from the retest. I got one left. Get back in and get out of it. This guy's still calm.
Yap City, baby. I just played that bounce. Oh, I just got that short in queue. Nice job, dude. Or RTY, dude. I love fucking RTY, man. That shit is fire. Living souls. Are we Trump on stock market thought it would go down more? No. Sorry. Did we get an Elon message from Trump? Trump said thought it would go down more. Sorry. That's fucking
stock market would go down more, and I thought gas prices would go up higher.
My mommy used to make me Baby Bell cheese dip and smear it on my nipples. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But yeah, you know, it's no big deal. We're just putting out a fire, but you know, they could have the world.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody really wants to talk about Israel's nuclear program and, you know, the plan they have. But anyway, you know, that's something else.
Shit, it's $1 more a gallon, and then they drive a car for like $900,000 a month.
You mean
It's a month. Don't care about $11 bill. Version with the little car, it's $300 monthly. Lots of people use that extra dollar to get back to what the workers.
I thought that said had to be patient, but we got it, baby. I thought that said I had to be patient, but we got a baby. Yeah. Woo! Today's been fun. Cost basis on the 30-second RTY chart here. Hold on one second.
Yeah, I got prepared for a final blow of the Iran war. But it's got that news alert.
Vice President J.D. Vance, U.S. has ability to use every tool at its disposal to ensure Iran never has a nuclear weapon. You imagine if another country came at us like that? They're like, you actually use your nuclear weapon, and you've tested it multiple times in different areas, you know, basically creating plumes of radiation. You know, it's not super great for health, but what if somebody came and was like, I don't think the U.S. needs fucking. Well, nobody has the firepower to do that to us. I think that's probably why we have invest a trillion bajillion fucking dollars into it. All right, you might be trying to. Yeah, yeah. If any other country out there acts like we do, it's over. Are you gonna finish this cost basis right here or not? What are you doing, boss? Chic Ruby? Who's also so deep up Israel's ass, I don't even know how he breathes. Oh, cute. Yeah, look good. Look comfy. What do you want from me? Oh my god. Apparently. That wasn't. You're right. You're right. That was wrong of me. That was wrong. I'm sorry, Peyton. Come back. Can I? Those are amazing. Those are amazing flats, baby. Yeah, you're welcome. That was good, wasn't it? That's my dad. It's not just 23 and me. It's 23 and we. It's actually my least favorite song in the fucking world. Not in the world, but. Not so fast, dork. You said 5 minute space. IWM has honestly, guys, I might walk away here. So how is choppiness created, chat? How do we usually create chop? Right? It's usually established by a wide move up and a wide move down. Right? Wide move up, down, chop, and then you flush. And that's what we're doing now. Now, the range is wider, so there's still room to play, but all of this, if you start moving down, look, structure, 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 structure. And then, so the only way that we get some more fluid movement is by losing the things that we've reclaimed or reclaiming the things that we have lost. And we're stuck in between. Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna give it to you straight, bro. It's got to go up. I mean, again, it is a variable that we can't control, and we, I don't have any more insight than you do, but I don't. If this conflict continues, this goes up. It's just that simple. And I mean, the tough part about it is it's a variable that you could look at the chart. We had a punch down here. Now you've reclaimed the floor. That's great, but it is something that you probably have to just kind of be in a position for and maybe trade around it or hedge around it. But yeah, Oh my god, dude, TikTok thinks I'm a robot. I just did the verification twice. It said no. Am I a robot? Yeah, today's been good. Today's been good. I've enjoyed the price action today. Pretty predictable. Tesla was not so predictable. I mean, I say that, but it literally hit 383, 384, and then got shot back down, which I am, yes, very much looking at a potential leg down below today's low, and I will short the piss out of that thing when the time comes. It's not used to seeing your hair. What is? I'm usually wearing a hat. Do I see IWM in the 243, 245 areas soon? I still think I mean, you said what to? Yeah, I see Netflix reversing here. So interesting how heavy we are right now too. So 243, 245. Do I see it as a potential target to the downside? Yeah, for sure. I think what's really important here, right, is to acknowledge yet again, right, IWM's disposition of the 252 and this level in particular. Yo, what the fuck is flying over my house right now? Holy shit. Dude, it fucking sound like SEAL Team 6 was above my fucking house, dude. Oh, I missed that short. Thanks a lot, helicopters. Under 249 and it's going to pop. Under 249 it's going to pop. Under 249. Under the wick? Oh man, I think I would disagree on that one respectfully. I think 249 really marks out a return. Now bounce, yes. Break down or close underneath that, that would be leaning more bearish. So again, everything that I do is going to be based off of a trigger. And for this, right? And yeah, you are bouncing, trying to recover things. That's the box that you punch through, right? So I'm yeah, 248.80. I think that you have a good, high probability of coming back down. Cute. Your Italian shoes look amazing, Peyton. Thirty-second punchback possible here. Yeah, big battle. I wonder if we see a rejection off of this floor at 250. Oh my god. I choked on the coffee. I don't know if I think they might flip this one. Oh, disgusting. Oh, dude, this is illegal. No fucking way, dude. I just popped this thing, dude. The 30-second chart is lit. Just a little speculative short here. Off the floor being struggled to being reclaimed. Nah. Nope. No, I think that's going to pop right back into that wick if it closes over that 250. It's fighting 250 so fucking hard. It's wild. All right. We'll re-enter. So let's recap real quick. Close. Close. Where are you at? Dead fucking flat right in the middle. Then you do the same thing here. Where are you? Dead slap center. 2 hour. Center. Same shit, right? Floor here. We're stuck dead slap center in the middle. Now, one thing that I am paying attention to is this, right? You are still stuck under that 250, but you've already retested a lot underneath you, so that chum bucket. Yeah, I got a chum bucket in the back. I would speculate in the next maybe 15 minutes we should be moving again. Little consolidation here. What's up, Put Bros? Nice. All right, watch this floor right here. Leg. What's up? Nah, you're holding this floor. Why did I mark out that one wick versus the other? What do you mean? Which one? That's not going to hold it. You're going to whip it. There you go. Gap filled. You have a punch back here and a punch back up here. So if price rockets through this, bam, 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 and you'll see it try to go grab a new high. If it fails to do this, yeah, I mean 250 is a psychological number. Makes sense. You also have a small range right here that you're sitting on top of. So just be patient here. Oh. And back to 250. 50% mark, clear. Bottom floor, clear. Not bad. All right, I'm going to go ahead and trim. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't see any structure below us at all. All I see is a candle bottom. Yeah, 5-minute candles are a little yuck, but this is 50%, I think. Yeah, this is good volatility, though. Right here. Watch a potential bounce right here. Yeah, I'm probably done after this one. The range is just too much for what we, unless we can go and clear it, then let's look at the 15-minute. I mean, what a beautiful rejection, though. What a mechanical morning. Locked up. Big move up, big move down, fill up the space. Box. All right. And I do not do boxes. I still don't see that, though. I haven't been able to profit on these weekly ranges. This is incredibly quick. It's fun though. I mean, and it's honestly a good place to be learning or observing price action and how you don't always have to be in a trade to be learning from price. And one of the reasons that I narrate so, thoroughly, is because I'm obviously trying to show the same thing that I observe on these higher time frames is the same thing that I would be observing on a 30-second time frame. Box floor retest, retest before the rejection down, cost basis, all of those things still remain true. Let's see if we get a new low here or if this just stays. Yeah, typically after a big move up, big move down, I back off now. I mean, we do have, Trump talking, I think, right now. Hegseth is actually taking over, I think. Did I ever mess with meme coins? Nah. That's good. So when you shoot up like that and then it cannot grab hold, right? Enough of that, and that's where you could end up losing that wick right there, and that's where you would see a new low. See that? Now, obviously, cost basis is still king, and it's going to respond, as you see right there. But once that's lost, right, we could be potentially be looking at that. I mean, the candle did close inside of the box, but reaching up higher, right, is just like retesting before you break out. It's the same thing. Tomato, tomato. See it tapping? Cost basis is always going to respond. Ugh, disgusting. Tap, structure. I mean, shit, you could even... I like flipping my chart up. To me, this, maybe this is autism, but this is where this shit just makes sense. It's how I got good at... I flipped my charts upside down before because trading the downside was a nightmare for me for a long time. Maduro's in court today? Wild. All right, so now not seeing as much oomph, right? Still holding, but buyers need to step up in order to be able to push this back up, and clearly you know what they have to grab, and if they don't have it now, right, we're going to have to go, and again, in reverse. We could look at it from the seller's perspective, but okay. Cost base is still fighting. There it is. Now you're still inside of the box. So obviously, there's your floor or resistance if you're flipping it, and there's your punch down. There's a new low. Now this is a 30-second chart. So what's your new high? I think this is actually a pre-market low. But a 30-second chart is going to give you a 30-second move. But that is actually, hopefully, yeah, there you go. So if this candle does close on the floor, then I would suspect we'll go ahead and flush down a little bit further here. Hey, calm down. All right, testing cost basis again. So new low, candle pulled itself up, hanging onto the floor. DC will be beautiful, most beautiful ever. Yeah. All right, a little weak on cost basis. Oh, you're coming back. What's up? Mm-hmm. Why do you call it cost basis? Isn't that your buy range, not middle of the range? Isn't that your buy in price? Yeah, I mean, to me, again, we all use words. Candle close on the floor. We all use words, you know, for different things. But to me, it's where the majority of the volume, or you could say there's that tap right there, the 50%, 249.92. So again, I want everybody to pay attention. Not a single candle closes outside of your range. So this bouncing or even wicking down, while the mechanics still played out the same, price still was able to retain, right, that floor, and then all of this selling pressure just got squeezed out, right? Now you hit cost basis or the 50% mark of this range. That's where we fight. You're leaving a lot of gaps down here. Ugh. Let's look at the 5-minute. Get too zoomed in here. All right. So again, I'm on the 30-second, so don't get all sucked into here. The next new low happens through this punchback, which, you know, is not as clear, but that is where structure lies. I think the 1 minute probably has... Nope, the 1 minute doesn't tell you shit either. So again, when I'm looking for clarity in high-speed situations, I go to where things are clean. This is fucking clean as shit. So I'm gonna stick with this, and you know, I'm doing a little high frequency scalping. But I'm about to go ahead and I don't think that's it. 250. I'm not looking to. Yeah, we're still in between everything. So if you are looking for the bigger move, you should not be participating at all. Right? Do not get sucked into these lower time frames because the bigger move is still, we're still working on that. And right now, this is the fight. And it's been the fight for the last hour and now 30 minutes. And then the next leg down, again, is going to be basically moving through this range underneath us. That's where we could see that empty space get accessed in here to 245.60. So I do have extended hours on, always. Yeah, it's rangy. Why? Because that and that. You're stuck in between the two. And this is the perfect place to destroy. And for those of you guys who are in smaller accounts or you're trading with options, right? And you don't have the ability to get, and I should say this too, scalping on your phone, right? It's borderline day trading because being able, when you have hotkeys, there's a big difference between trading with hotkeys and trading on your phone. Now, for swing trades and all that other stuff, knock yourself out. Use your phone. I don't care, right? It works. But for high frequency trading like this, you got to be able to get it in and out pretty quickly, especially with options. So. Yeah. So be patient. The bigger move, which, yes, of course, we have news. So keep your alert set, stream your chart to your TV. I don't really like the buying price action that I'm seeing to the upside, but option scalpers on their phone on Robinhood get great. Yeah, Peter, 1,000%, dude. Yeah, if you're trying to day trade or scalp on your phone, ugh. Ivy, what the fuck? Yo, Ivy, what the fuck? Why'd you do that to me? Look like I'm going through a fucking procedure. The 30-second is going crazy right now. So tempting. Oh shit. Getting feisty. Damn, I just made 130 bucks off of that bounce right there. Face cheeks procedure? Procedure? What are you talking about, face cheeks? What do we have? What's going on here? This is your 30-second cost basis that you keep banging off of. Look. Look at that. What are you going to do? Yeah, get choppy with it. It's trying. It's trying. Yeah, I'd love to see this punchback can happen here, but it's just so bouncy. There it is again. There you go. A little bit faster here, pick up some speed. There it is. New low. Punch down. Beautiful. Fuck yeah. There's $1,200. Oh. Oh. That was tasty. Yeah, nah. I'm scalping right now, so I'm in and out. I know what time it is with this fucking price action right now, dude. You can't fuck around. Can't fuck around. I'm also watching the 30 minutes, so you know. You also just hit your 2-minute floor. Oh boy, they might pump that shit back up, my boy. Pump that shit, my boy. Let's see if this holds. Oof. Gap. Yep. You got to come back and fill that. So you can watch the overhead right here. See how it behaves. Am I in calls in IWM? No, sir. I am scalping right now. I'm not in a position yet. I'm watching. Gap fill. Watch the gap fill. Right there. 249.66. There. You don't leave those gaps behind, folks. If you see that gap like that on price, it's going to come back. I've used that before to stay in a trade, and that's not something usually with options you get to do. This is IWM, so you can, but coffee, Nutella, croissant? Are you near me, dude? There's a place that's selling a coffee, Nutella, croissant. I mean, yeah. This is TradingView, yeah. All right, you left another gap behind right there. So right here, or exactly where you're at right now, and you'll come wick down and touch that, I think. Here it comes, I think. Nope. There it is. There's the previous overhead. And empty space. Watch this candle right here. Zoom out because we're building something else. 5-minute. Oof, look at this 5-minute right here. Too much wickage though. Yeah, fuck off. Look at that box. So you could theoretically play it back up to the top of the box if you can clear this. All right. So I think it's really, really clear. 2-minute candle close outside of 250, and you should be able to accomplish that. See the candle closes there? And you got pretty much empty space underneath you. Yeah, 2-minute candle close in there. All right. Hold on a second. Trump says the stock market. Yeah, fucking ridiculous. Real quick, if you're on YouTube or TikTok, I'll see you guys later. All right, 2 o'clock, 2:30. I'll be back on live, and I'm gonna keep trading with the Discord here for a little while. Again, just kind of having fun. We're in range, so I'm not really fucking with the options right now until I get I need something lost, and this is on the ETF in particular. I am also watching Tesla, but I haven't taken a position on this one yet. I do expect for news possibly to get us moving, so hopefully hopefully we can do this by the end of the day, but stay patient, guys. All right, that's one thing I've been preaching to the Discord this morning is we opened up in range, and while this is fun, this is a great environment for scalpers and stuff like that, for people looking with are trading with options on your phone, looking for continuation moves. This is the rough time to be trading, right? No continuation, you're wicking, so keep your shit together. But if you want to check out the Discord, it's on my website. The link's obviously in my bio. Blah 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 blah. You know the deal. The workshop is discounted, and if you're trying to learn my strategy, this is the way. And I do not discount it hardly ever. I think I've only done it one time before this. So, but yeah, good stream this morning. I'll see you guys at 2:30. If not, peace out. If you do join the Discord, please make sure you DM me, like kind of a rundown of who you are, how you found me, what you're looking to accomplish. That way I know who I'm dealing with. But I'm out. I'll see you guys this afternoon.